Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Matt and today we're doing another Fortnite video, and this is going to be the first of many, but we're going to start a tips and tricks series on this channel where I help you guys learn Fortnite as I learn. So today we're going to focus around editing and what you can do with it. So it's going to be broken down into a few different sections. First we're going to talk about settings and what I have my keybinds to as I do play on PC. I will talk a little bit about console, but I really don't know too much about it, so it's going to be mainly PC focused. Then I'm going to talk about all the different variations for the 4 different types of building, and then at the end I'm just going to give you a quick few tips and things that you can try to do with your editing once you get more comfortable with them. But yeah, so if you do know a good bit about building or you are good at editing, this video is probably not for you, although I will be going through every variation of editing. I hope to make sure I get them all. So if you don't know one and you need to see one, hopefully I can provide that for you. But if you do like this or find this helpful, please drop a like and also subscribe. Alright, let's just get right into it. We're going to start with settings. Alright guys, once you're in the settings, if you just scroll down a little bit to where the building settings are, I have my walls Q, floors V, F is stairs, C is roof, and X is my trap place. Those are pretty standard, I think. Some people have it mixed up a little bit. It's all just centered around WASD. And if you scroll down a little bit farther, to open the building editing option, I just have G. That's pretty close to my fingers as well. I find it simple, easy. I think some people has it F, people that really like to edit, but I find G is not really that hard to get to, and I'm okay with it. Like I said, I will try to cover a little bit for controller if you do use controller. Building, I'm not really going to go through. You probably already know that. But editing, all you have to do is you just have to put it on wherever you want it. I'm not sure where you can put it on the controller in here, to be honest. But right analog stick. If you click that in, I'm pretty sure you can get it. But yeah, this is PC. Sorry. Jumping into the next part though, we'll go to the wall. All right, guys, and here we are at the first build. We have a wall. So we're going to start with the wall. It has the most variations and it's the most common pretty much build in the game. So like I said in my keybinds, G will open up the editing command. And then when you want to edit something, you just have to click out the pieces you don't want. So, and this is where all the variations come in. I'll show you every single one so you know how to edit everything. We'll start with this door. So if you click out those two and then you press G again, it makes a door. You can go in and out. So it's cool. It's nice. It's probably one of the easiest things to do. Also, if you click right click on the mouse, that's reset command. It'll put you back to the normal one. And then if you press G, you're good. You can revert anything back to its original state. So that is also a keybind too. So that would be in your commands I just showed you. Next, we're going to start with windows. So if you just gray out one of the ones anywhere in this middle row, you can make a window. And if you also put one on the other side, you can do 2 at a time. But you can put that window anywhere on that middle row. You can't do it on the top or the bottom. Next, we're going to go into, if you take out these 3 corner pieces, it'll just split it right in half. So this is one of the most useful ones that I like to use a lot. When I'm done meting up, I'll just split it in half and come on out. Alright, and that can also be, like I said, applied in other corners. So it's the same pattern, just spread across on a different corner. So there. Next, a similar shape is just taking out these 4, and that will give you pretty much the same effect, but with this little rounded edge. So it's not really that useful in-game, but if you're in something in Playground like I am right now and you want to make something look cool, there you go. You can also do that on the other side. Alright, and then here's some other weird ones with doors. I don't know, I've never really used these, but I mean they're here. So if you gray out the door and then also the roof, there you go. You have this little like half roof with a door. I've never used it before, but it's there, so that's how you do it. You can also move that door just like you can any other door. You can put that on either side. After that, you can gray out this top or just split it right in half. Take another row off. It will make it like a nice little guardrail. You can kind of shoot over in a fight. And finally, if you take this last one off, you can cut that in half then as well. So those are all the builds for the main wall. I'm going to now jump into the stairs and show you how to work with those. Alright, next up we have the stairs. Now the stairs I thought were the most confusing thing to edit when I first started learning how to do this. So I'm going to go through and make sure everyone knows how to do everything you can do to a stair. So same thing, just press G to open it. And to do this, you can split these in half or rotate them in any direction you want. So to start this out, it looks kind of confusing. You got this square with the center cut out. So if you just want to cut it in half or make it like swirl around in like a skinny staircase, you're going to start in any 4 of these corners and you're going to drag it the way you want it. So if you just want a half staircase, you're going to let go there, and there you go. You have a half staircase, you got a little guardrail, right? Same thing, if you just click it and you start over here and go that way, it'll edit there. And if you start in the back, it'll go there. And you start in the front, same thing. So you can do whatever you want with that, right? Now, see, it's rotated a different way. So what these middle pieces are for are if you want to just rotate the stair in general. Keep it full size, but rotate it. So you start in the middle, and you see how those arrows go that way. So you can go out that way, let go, and there you go. It'll rotate. So just do that again from another direction. Click this middle one. You slide over, boom. It's rotating. That one, I did not actually know for a little bit. It's not like super, like it's hard to notice, like if you're not looking at it. But so there's one more thing you can do with these stairs though, that it's more cosmetic-y, but you can do it. Not many people really use it. So if you start again at any one of these corners and you go around, but don't just end, and you go around another corner, you can have these round up and about. So, I mean, if you're trying to make like a spiral staircase or something like that, I mean, you can do it. Another thing you can also do that is you can keep going. So if you go all the way around, you got this little like half spot with a little guardrail. It goes back around. So those are the other things. And like any other stair, you can start in any corner. So if you want to do that, you can. If you want to do that, you can. So those are more cosmetic-y, but they're there, so I'll show you them. Alright, next up we have the floor, and the floor is pretty simple. It's very helpful, but it doesn't have a ton of edits, mainly because when you open it up, it only has these 4 squares, so there's a lot less you can do with it. But it's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to take one piece out, just that's that little corner out, gives you a little nice guardrail. If you want to just take half it out, you can just do that. And like any other piece, you can do that on any side, so if you want to take that half out, you can take that half out. So just... those are 2 main ones. Then if you take out all 3 of those, you get this little 1 corner spot. I don't know why you'd want that, but you can do it. And there's one more you can do. If you just take out the 2 corners, you get this little like pathway looking thing, and you can do that on both sides. So I'm not going to show you, but you know how to do that. You can flip it around and put it on this. Actually, I'll do it. There you go. You can just flip it around. So those are all the things for the floor. It's pretty simple, but next we're going to move into the roof. All right, next up is the roof, and then we'll go into some tips that you can utilize these editing tricks for, things just to help in battles or maybe just to have fun in the game and just, maybe get around a little bit quicker or whatnot. So the roof is also relatively simple since there's only 4 spots. So if you just pick up one corner, it'll just make like this little like arched, like half teepee kind of looking thing. It's kind of useful, I guess. If you pick up 2, you'll actually get a ramp, and I'll be talking about this in my in the tips portion. This is actually pretty helpful, so just wait on that, and in the next section I will go over why that is very helpful. But to continue to edit the roof, you can take out 3 pieces, and it gives you this little upward like half a cone kind of looking thing. And then lastly, you can do both corners like that. There you go. I don't really use most of these that often, but you can do them. They look cool, I guess. Like I said, for cosmetic-y things, you can kind of do that. And just like anything else, it's, you can do it whichever side you're on. You can do it whatever you want. Next, we're going to jump into the tips and the tricks. So here's how we can utilize some of those tools and those editing patterns to actually like help us in fights or to get around. Okay, for the first trick or tip you can use this for, I have this ramp battle scenario built. So we're going to be using this ramp. We actually got over them, so we are 1 stair higher. And this is a scenario that you might find yourself in. You're building up. Someone's meeting you on the other side. You get above them, but you don't know what to do. You don't want to just jump around because they're probably going to expect you to jump off this high part and maybe try to get like a shotgun on them or an SMG spray. But what you can do to trick them, and not many people are really ready for this, but when you're building up this, you can run up it and kind of just go like this. Edit your stair down, fall behind them, and just shoot them. They're not going to be expecting it. They're going to either if you get on top of them first, they're not really gonna expect you to edit through the stair behind them. They're either gonna expect you to jump far off this and be like back here and like ready to get them with like a long shotgun shot, or they're gonna scramble and be like, oh shit, they're ahead of me, so I'm gonna have to like build out around and like try to meet them up here, or do something that they're just scrambling. So if you jump around them, you can blast them real quick with a shotgun or an SMG spray, and they're probably as good as dead, to be honest. But next up, we have another trick. So this one's pretty simple. Oh, I actually built in here. Okay, this one's pretty simple. It doesn't look like anything right now, but say you get stuck in a build, say you're healing up and someone comes and they're like on top of your build, or you're just in a build fight, you build yourself in, they get on top of you, and you just want to get a cool kill on them. Say they're on top of you and you can see through the woods, so you know they're on this square and you have some traps. So what you can do, you can look up, make sure it's your build. You can only edit your build. You're going to click this one out because you know they're right there. Quick, edit it in, place the trap. So that's pretty simple, but like it's very effective. I've gotten plenty of kills that way, and people just really aren't expecting you just do that real quick and they just fall in and they have lower health, they're as good as dead. So that one's fun to get, and trap kills are just always fun to get in general. Yeah, it's always fun to get a trap kill. So earlier when I was in the roof portion, I was talking about how the downward ramp would be very helpful. So if I pull up my ramp, I already have it pre-edited into this configuration. And by the way, you can do that. When you open up a build, say I want all my stairs for a game to open like this. If you open it and edit it before you place it, for the rest of that game, you'll be placing these stairs. So, and then, if you want to edit that back, you pull up your stair and you edit it like you would normally. So I always I don't really use the roof that often, so I always make it in this configuration. So when I want to get a cool bounce kill, or I'm like running from the storm, I'll build up these stairs, and if you can see on my traps, I got these bounce pads. But I'll switch to that downwards ramp I have, place it, pull out my bounce pad, and then you're good as gone. So that will really help you get to the storm, or if you just want to jump off and trying to get to someone in a build and you just want to get a cool shotgun killer or something on them, that's a really fun, cool way to do it. So that's going to conclude this video. I pretty much just went through how to get through all the different building variations and some cool tips and tricks that you can use them for in battle and whatnot. I hope you did find this video informative and enjoyable. So if you did like that and it did help you out, please drop a like and even a comment, especially if I missed something. You guys will be sure to let me know. If anyone's missing something and they need it in the comments, let them know. But I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.